Hello, what's up? It's been a minute. I wanted to thank you guys for being patient while I've been doing my thing. Just needed to take some time to get some things in order, but we are back and we are going to hop right into it. I'm not going to waste too much of your time. Happy Lionsgate 88 Portal. I loved you. I miss you so much. We're going to get back into this, man. So we're going to have the charts over here. Let's hop right into the astrology portion. If you don't want to see the astrology portion, I'm going to have that time stamped in the comment section below, so you can go straight to the tarot portion. But if not, we're going to go ahead and take a look. If you do take a look at the chart, there is a lot of retrograde action going on. We have retrogrades going with Venus, Saturn, Neptune, Pluto, the North Node, and Chiron. A lot of stuff going on. There's some really heavy karmic clearing energy right now. Retrogrades are a period of slowing down, a period of closure, a period of reflection. And I kind of am drawn to a lot of what's been going on with the moon and Venus. So if you want to take a look at the transit session, we have, let's see, I'm being drawn to like Sun square Moon, Sun conjunct Venus, Moon squaring Venus, and Venus squaring, not necessarily, I guess squaring Uranus. I wasn't really looking at that, but also Chiron trining Venus. And this is just what I'm feeling, right? There's this huge karmic clearing. I feel like there's a lot of really major, heavy karmic cycles coming to a close in your relationships. This is going to look like anything from relationships coming to an end to relationships completely transforming. This could be new relationships taking to the next level. The only thing about that, though, is because we are in the retrograde period with Venus, that's the time where you're going to, it's almost like a Mercury retrograde, right? We do have Mercury retrograde coming up. Venus retrograde is going to be ending here next month, in about a month or so. This is when you're going to start to see a lot of past things come up in your life. People from your past coming up. You're going to start to see old cycles recurring in new relationships. This is that time to really take time to yourself to reflect on what you want, what you need, what you're feeling, opposed to what you're picking up on from another person, and really learning to separate all of that in order for things to come into a greater balance. The fact that we do have some benefic energies with North Node trining Venus, I think that's really beneficial right now. The only problem is we do have the North Node retrograde. It's not even a problem, right? But we did just have that nodal shift, right? So we had, what is it, Aries, and I want to say, I'm pretty sure Aries and Libra, those are the axis. So if you know anything about the nodes have a lot to do with, I kind of see it as a pathway, right? So the North Node to me is what you're here to achieve, things that you're trying to grow in, right? So Aries, North Node, that would be like the ways, especially because Aries is ruled by Mars, the way in which you're approaching situations in the world, the way you're taking action, and actually really refining the way you make plans and implement those plans in the world before really embarking upon big and grandiose adventures, right? South Node to me is something that you've really already mastered. You have all of these really intense lessons that you've mastered, right? So given that we have Libra in the South Node, to me, that's reflecting on all the ways you're really good at communicating, all the ways you're really good at bringing justice to your life and bringing justice to the lives of those around you. But the only thing is the fact that the North Node is in retrograde. I feel like that's the time that you're getting to reflect before pushing things forward, especially with Saturn retrograde. I know a lot of you are in your Saturn return. Some of you are coming out of that Saturn return. But with Saturn in retrograde in Pisces, that is just massive, massive karmic reflections right now. It's like you're going to be seeing that reflected to you through really every aspect of your life, particularly in relationships, because we are in Venus retrograde. We are also in Leo season. But I'm really just being drawn to that, especially with the Neptune and Pluto retrograde. It's just like this huge spiritual overhaul. It's the best way I can put it. There's this massive overhaul in your life right now, in your relationships, in the ways in which you're doing things. It's more so like, how are you approaching your relationships? How are you setting and upholding your boundaries? Do you feel like you're approaching relationships and just going into it saying, these are my boundaries, don't cross them? Or are you going into it more so saying, I recognize that bad things can happen in my life and relationships, but I am still open and receptive to experiencing things, because by closing yourself off completely, you're closing yourself off to experiencing the good things. I'm going to go and leave it there. We're going to hop right into the tarot portion. Again, if you want to see that again, it's at the beginning, but it's timestamped if you don't want to see it. Yeah, man, I hope y'all have been good. I missed you guys. I've been wanting to come back for a while. You're finally back. If you do want to book a personal reading, I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna do with the Patreon. I know I do appreciate everybody that is still subscribed, and I'm so sorry I haven't been posting. I'm gonna continue to post videos on YouTube and Patreon. I just want to figure out the flow of how I'm gonna do that, with things are just picking up, getting crazy schedule-wise, and so I'm trying to figure out a way to do that, to be able to continue to read for you guys, because I really do like reading for you guys, and I really have missed it. So we're going to be using the, oh yeah, sorry, everything's in the description, by the way. If you do want to book a personal, that's in the description. Patreon's in the description. If you want to listen to my music, also in the description. I don't have the case, but we're going to be using the Luna, what's it called? I can't remember the name. It's the Luna Oracle deck or something. I'm so sorry, I forgot the name. I've been using it on my own. I just haven't actually read the box in so long. So let's just go and tap in. Let's see what comes out, right? All right, 9 of Swords pop out. Could be some fears holding you back right now. We have 9 of Cups bottom of the deck. Right, so we have the Ace of Pentacles, we have the Lovers, and we have the 9 of Swords. So I feel like there's a decision to be made here. I think there's a choice between choosing you or choosing another person. If this is somebody that you are dealing with, this is them trying to make a decision about whether they want to even make this offer or make this commitment. It feels more like a commitment because we have the Ace of Pentacles. This feels like something where somebody's trying to decide, okay, do I want this? If so, why am I so afraid of this relationship? What is it that's holding you back? And I feel like if you're seeing stagnation, like we just talked about in the astrology portion, you're seeing the slowdown, that's because this is a good time for you to be in that period of slowing down and really reflecting on what it is you need to do for yourself right now to make sure you're taken care of before investing in another person. I feel like this is somebody here who is really looking at you as somebody who is investing in themselves, somebody who is very emotionally fulfilled within themselves and emotionally stable and not necessarily letting their fears get the best of them. I feel like I feel like this is somebody looking at you in terms of like, you're not letting your fears hold you back, right? I don't know if this is like a romantic person that you're dealing with, or if these are just your friends and your family, or just if you're on social media or something, these are people looking at you as though you're somebody who doesn't let their fears hold them back, or somebody who has overcome a lot of fears that has allowed them to essentially manifest this. I feel like you may have also manifested some type of relationship. This is some type of connection that you, whether or not you're with this person or whatever the dynamic is between you two, you're in something. Whether or not you're in it, people see you to be in something new. People are watching you manifest all of these beautiful things, right? And keep in mind, like, I feel like these are people that are on the outside looking in. These aren't necessarily people I feel that you really know very closely. I feel like these are just people that see you doing your thing and they're like, okay, I see this person. I feel like it's very inspiring. This is inspiring a lot of people to take that action in their own life. Let's go and just get some more cards for this though. I like to clarify just all of these, whatever wants to come out. Kind of want to know what is holding you or this person back. I mean, I feel like this is somebody who's just afraid in general. I feel like there are some fears about moving forward in this connection. I'd like to know why. Okay, we do have the artist at the bottom of the deck. I think this is somebody who doesn't know how to. The artist in this deck to me feels like somebody who's trying to make a plan, trying to... I see that as somebody who's looking from a distance. This is somebody watching from a distance, trying to determine, okay, how can I do this in a way that's going to make sense? We do have the Emperor, the Star, we have the Emperor. Okay, so we have the Star, we have the Emperor, oops, and then we have the Six of Cups at the bottom of the deck also. So yeah, I feel like this is somebody trying to figure out what they want. I feel like you coming into this person's life. Also, we have the Magician and the King of Cups. You coming into this person's life has essentially forced them to really look at themselves and look at the ways in which they've held themselves back. I feel like it's very intimidating. I feel like somebody sees you as very emotionally mature, somebody who sees you as having the ability to really manifest your wildest dreams. Whether or not you feel like you're doing that, this is how this person sees you. And I feel like this could be somebody from the past, right? This could be some kind of masculine energy that you have dealt with. This does not have to be gender specific. It feels more so like... I feel like somebody can't decide whether or not they want to get on or get off. That's kind of what I mean. It's like, I feel like there's an on and off energy here where there's this person who's like, well, I want to fix this, I want to rebalance this, but like I also, it's like there's like this energy of like, I don't know if I can, you know, like there's a sense of like, it's not something to laugh at, but it's like somebody's fears are really holding them back, or it's like you're like intimidating people. I don't really know how else to put this, but there's this an intimidation factor to what you do, to how you're showing up in the world. Maybe you're just like completely changing the way you're showing up in this relationship. Maybe you've kind of gone a little cold on this person. Maybe you're just really, really focused on building your empire, or just working on your business, or just work in general. I feel like you've turned your attention towards this. You've turned your attention towards really doing things that are going to bring you that emotional fulfillment. And I feel like that's where the intimidation is coming from. There may have been a time in this connection where you were really invested. You were really pouring a lot of energy into this, and you were really always being the one to show up and to be the one to make things work and to fix things and try to have the conversations. And I feel like now you're kind of pulling yourself back a little bit, especially with all this retrograde energy. I feel like that's kind of what's being called. And you're really just looking at things from a new perspective. And I feel like because you're doing that, that's what is transforming this connection, right? Can I get some? I want to get some on this little Six of Cups here, this whole Magician, King of Cups energy. Yeah, I feel like there's like... Let me just get... I want some more cards on this. Yeah. Okay, so you got Three of Pentacles, Two of Wands, and then we have Ten of Swords. So there's something going to come to an end here. Some kind of relationship or contract. And because with the Ten of Wands and the Three of Cups, I hate to say it, y'all, but I feel like there is probably somebody else involved, which is why I feel like you may be seeing this stagnation here. That's kind of what it looks like to me. You know, it looks like because we have because I'm picking up on this energy here with the the King of Cups and the Magician. This feels like a master manipulator. I'm going to be completely honest. This feels like somebody who is really good at manipulating people, really good at being emotionally vulnerable for the sake of getting what they want. And I feel like this person that you're dealing with, if this isn't them, this may be somebody they're dealing with. I feel like you're seeing through that now. That's what I'm seeing. I feel like you've completely seen through this. Somebody who comes forward and they say, yeah, like, let's do something, let's start something. In reality, they're bringing all of these burdens. They're bringing major endings. And I feel like because this is somebody who is intimidated by you. This is somebody who's intimidated by what you bring to the table because they just feel like they're not enough. And because they're feeling like they're not enough, they're like, how am I ever going to be able to maintain a relationship like this I feel like they entertained the idea of being in a relationship with you. Yeah, let's get some more cards on this here. What's up with this person acting weird with you? Alright, yeah, Knight of Pentacles, bottom of the deck. Six of Swords, Queen of Swords, King of Wands. I feel like this person's just afraid of what you'll say. I feel like if there have been problems in this relationship, this is somebody who, it's like they've seen you transform, they've seen you change into a new person, and I feel like that scares them. This kind of scares the person, and they're just kind of like, how am I supposed to maneuver in this relationship if this isn't something that, like, it's not a great, I'm gonna be honest, it's not a really good energy. The person that I'm feeling like, it's almost like they just don't want to see you become a better person. They don't want to see you move on from them. That's what it is. They don't want to see you move on from them. I feel like they feel like you're cutting them out. They feel like you may be really just somebody who does receive a lot of attention and a lot of offers. This is somebody who I feel like wants to stifle that, because you being in this energy intimidates them. It's not necessarily like you being you. There's nothing wrong with doing what you're doing. Do what you do. But just understand that, like, whoever you're dealing with, whoever this person is to you, they're not happy to see that you're doing better without them. That's the best I can say it. I feel like this is somebody here who is just very distraught, having a hard time moving on, still wanting to fix things, but not doing anything to fix things. It's a weird energy. Let's just, so how let's just get some cards on you. Like, let's focus on you for a little bit. You know, what are you up to? What's going on? Any messages for you surrounding this situation? Like, any advice? Kind of want to know why are you in, like, what's to learn here? Like, what's going on between you two? What happened here to really make this what it is? I feel like there was a point where it was really good. You know, it started out, it felt really good, and now there's some kind of, all right, we have Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, we have Nine of Wands, and then we have the Death card. So there was some kind of ending here. Some kind of cycle. See, we picked up on this with the short video too. There was an ending that had to do with the way you guys were. It's not even that. It's like this energy of, like, there's something that ended. I feel like these are friends or family that were trying to interfere. And these might even be people you know. That's the sad part. I feel like whoever this is you're dealing with, maybe you guys have mutual friends, and these mutual friends were trying to cause drama, right? With the Three of Cups. These could be people that you know from the past, Six of Cups. These could be people that you know but don't know. These are people that I feel like, I said, I don't feel like these are people that you're really close with, but I feel like these are people that are like, wow, I don't want to see this person move on from me. I don't want to see this friend do better than me. I don't want to see my ex find a new person. Is that kind of energy. However that resonates for you, like, this is general, like, do not force it, right? But that's what I'm picking up on. I feel like there's a lot of people that are seeing you in your, it's like you're glowing up. You have this King of Wands, and you're not really putting up with anything anymore. You're not putting up with anybody's crap, and you're really setting boundaries, and you're really saying, hey, I want to move on to a calmer space in my life. And if that means I have to cut off certain people, family, friends, romantic partners, then I'm going to do that. And I feel like that's the energy that you're in right now. You're like, you know, I've seen the truth of a lot of people, and recognizing that there's really no way around that. Once you see that, you see what you see, and you can't really unsee that. You know what I mean? And I feel like because you're in that space of being very intuitive, like we had the Magician that came out, because you're seeing a lot of things for what they are, that's what's allowing you to find healing from this. I feel like you really just focused on your healing. more than anything, I don't feel like you're out here trying to get in anybody's way. I don't feel like you're out here trying to cause any problems. I realistically, I feel like you're just trying to find healing. You're trying to move forward, and you're trying to continue to build your life. Keep doing what you're doing. If you have people that are hating on you for doing what you're doing, chances are you are doing something right. If what you're doing is causing people to feel away, or your boundaries are causing people to feel away, that is no one's problem but theirs. Because you taking care of yourself, so long as you're not out here doing nothing stupid and trying to hurt anybody, that's a different story. But if you're genuinely just focusing on yourself, staying out the way, not hurting nobody, like, you're good, bro. Like, just keep doing what you're doing. Don't worry about the people that are trying to get in the way of that, because realistically, man, it has nothing to do with you. Let's just be 100% about it. It has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with what they have going on in their own lives and their insecurities, and that's nothing that you can control, right? And we just had justice popping out here. I feel like it's like you are getting your justice, and I feel like this is part of your justice. Is you're really starting to be able to remove yourself from people, places, situations that were really keeping you stuck. And I feel like that's why you're seeing this growth now, right? We have justice, we have judgment, we have the Empress, and we have the Two of Pentacles. Exactly. Like, you're finally finding that balance. I feel like you've made some very real decisions. Not that any decision wouldn't be real, but you've made some very solid decisions about what you will and won't allow in your life. And because of that, that's why you're finding this balance. And I feel like with the Two of Pentacles, it's not only finding balance, but you're manifesting more opportunities. And you're learning how to juggle all of these new things that are in your life. And you're really just like, you're really in your divine feminine energy. You don't even have to be a woman. Like, it's not gender specific. I don't read for genders. You know, I feel like universe and God, or whatever you believe in, has stepped in and spoke and say, no more. I am not going to continue to let this happen in this person's life, because I feel like you're meant for really great things, man. With the energy I'm picking up on and the things you're doing some really, really powerful things in your life. And naturally, that's going to cause people to feel away. And again, just pay them no mind. Unless they're at your door with it, pay them no mind. Let it be what it is. Let God sort it out. God's gonna take care of you, so long as you stay true to yourself, and you're working with God and you're doing what you're doing, you're gonna be good, bro. Like, it's straight. Like, you don't even gotta trip about it. I'm telling you, you're good. So let's just go ahead and, I mean, we have a little bit of time left. Let's just continue on this energy. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what comes out. Like, it's good to be back. I'm gonna tell you that. It's really good to be back reading the cards for you guys, man. I'm proud of you guys of how much you've grown. I think last time we did the 8-8 portal was a minute. So let's just hop in. Let's see. Yeah, we got the Four of Cups. I feel like somebody's afraid that you're not gonna... They're afraid with the Seven of Swords because they know that you know what they're about. Like, it's... With the Four of Cups and the Seven of Swords, I feel like somebody may feel a little betrayed because you're kind of not really giving them the same type of energy that you were, simply because you saw the truth. You know, like, you saw the truth of what was happening, and you're like, I don't want to be a part of this. Like Eight of Pentacles, you're like, I don't... Let's go ahead and get... what's up with the Seven of Swords, Four of Cups, please? King of Pentacles and the Hierophant. I feel like this is somebody that just may have wanted to use you for your money. I'm going to be completely honest. Page of Cups. This is somebody... This is... Yeah. What is this, man? Five of Swords. Six of Pentacles. Yeah, King of Pentacles, Hierophant, and the Page of Cups. Yeah, this is so, and the Fool at the bottom of the deck too. And then we also have, what is this here? Five of Wands, and then the Ten of Cups. So this could be somebody that you have a history with here who, you know, I don't even really want to say it, but that's kind of what's coming through. I feel like somebody, this is the type of energy where I feel like somebody tries to come in because they want to try to trap you in a relationship to use you for your money or your resources or whatever it is. Either that, or that's what this person thinks you're trying to do. And I feel like they're projecting that onto you, maybe even gossiping about it with the Seven of Swords, maybe kind of going behind your back. And if this is like a friend that you were dealing with, this is them going maybe to somebody that you're dealing with and you know, feeding them all kinds of lies. Because that's the kind of thing that happens. I've seen it happen, you know, I've experienced it, I've seen it happen to other people as well. It's like it's sadly a common experience, and I feel like this is what I'm picking up on here, where this is somebody who they're just so deeply in their own insecurities that they don't want to see another person get the thing that they want. Whether or not they actually want that thing, it's more so this person wanting to get it first. You know what I mean? It's like somebody that's like, I want this because I know that they have it, and now that I see that they have it, I want it. But if you didn't want it, they wouldn't want it. You know, it's a really weird energy. You know, let's just go ahead and close it out with some final advice here. We're pretty much out of time. Final advice on this here, Spirit, on the situation. We have the Moon, we have the World. Keep your plans to yourself with the Well and the Four of Pentacles. We'll leave it there. Keep your plans to yourself. You know, don't be so quick to, you know, if there's people that are coming in trying to get information about a situation or how you're making your money or your plans for the future. If you don't know them, and even if you do know them, just kind of try to keep it to yourself a little bit and not really be so quick to say, oh, this is what I'm doing. Like, you don't got to give them, like, it's not like a resume, you know, like, it's not like if you're like doing an interview is different, but it's like if you're really like, if these are people that are coming around to, it's like I feel like somebody just wants to know. They just want to know. They're like, how are you making your money? You know, how did you manifest this? Like, what's going on between you and so? Like, it's that kind of energy where somebody is like, they may come in and try to get this information to try to take it to somebody else, whether for better or for worse. That's kind of what I'm feeling here. This is somebody who's like, I want to know what's going on here, so that way I can take it back to this person and we can have something to talk about. That's the kind of energy I'm picking up on. So realistically, just really keep it on the low. Like, whatever you feel like you need to keep to yourself, keep it to yourself. You know, whatever you feel comfortable with sharing. But with the Well, that's the energy of potential. You have a lot of potential. I feel like people are now seeing this potential that didn't see this potential before, and because of that, they're now curious. In good and bad ways. That's going to be friends, family, romantic, whether past, present, or potential. I feel like you just got a lot of people that are curious about you and what you're doing and how you're doing it, because I feel like you're doing things in a way that not a lot of people are used to. Maybe you're doing something different. You could be the first in your family to do something the way you're doing it. It's just different. You're a different type of person, you know, and I feel like people are now seeing that, and this person that you were dealing with is now seeing that. They're seeing through a lot of the lies and the deception and a lot of the things that were being said about you, because they're now seeing you're not doing or saying the things that other people said you would do or say, and because of that, a lot of these lies and the gossips, they're not standing the test of time. This person, I feel like, is having a hard time believing that, and that's just kind of what I'm seeing, right? I'm going to go ahead and leave it there. If you want to book a personal reading, subscribe to Patreon or listen to my music. All of it's in the description. I love you so much. I am so grateful to be back here reading for y'all. I'm going to try to hop on a little bit more. I don't know how often I will be hopping on, but I would like to do it more often. That said, I love you. I appreciate you. I hope you have a good rest of your day. I hope these reading was helpful for you. And yeah, I hope it resonated. Y'all have a good one. Goodbye.